Okie dokie. So we just did the Swatch Group Watchmaker poll extravaganza. And Omega took it, right? 67%. You already saw that episode. If you haven't seen that episode, click up here. But Hamilton came in second place with 12%. People think Hamilton is the second best watchmaker Swatch Group has. Okay, that's great. They have a ton of super prolific watches. The Hamilton Khaki Field, that beautiful Hamilton Jazzmaster Ultra Thin Automatic. Also, there's a plane going on, so I'm gonna stop talking. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, guys. Hamilton has got to be one of the most interesting watchmakers, period. Not just in Swatch Group, I'm saying of all time. Let's get into this. It is 12:56 p.m. Let's get down to business. Okay guys, so I have often said that Hamilton is Hollywood's in-house prop watchmaker, right? Let's go over the list of blockbusters Hamilton watches have been featured in. Gato, roll it. Okay, all well and good. A lot of us have seen a lot of these movies. Some of you cinema freaks may have seen all of those movies, and that's perfectly fine. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the watches that Hamilton has produced for various movies, I'm not terribly into. Like that Tenet watch, ugly. That watch also made an appearance in that Matt Damon sci-fi flick. I'm not always a fan of these blockbuster Hamilton watches. However, the Men in Black Ventura, ooh, baby. Again, one comment that I've stated on this channel, or I should say one statement I've made on this channel that's gotten me hot water to this day, is I said the Hamilton Ventura is famous for the Men in Black, and then yeah, sure, Elvis wore it also, but who cares about Elvis? It's all about Men in Black. People to this day send me hate mail about that. How dare you speak badly about the king? I'm sorry, dude. I'm a 90s kid. Men in Black, Will Smith. Get jiggy with it. So okay, Hamilton has made a big push to have their watches in various blockbusters, and they're not stopping, and they can't stop there. They refuse to stop there. Movies? That's in the past, guys. I mean, okay, cool. People were like, AMC to the moon. The truth is, a lot of movie theaters have closed down. So what's left? Video games, you nerd. Jeez. That's right, on Instagram, Hamilton teased that one of their upcoming watches is having an exclusive release on Far Cry 6. This is not an ad for Hamilton or Far Cry 6. I saw this on Instagram and a bunch of you guys like freaked out and sent me their listing, and I was like, okay, calm down! Calm down! Now, the last Far Cry game I played was Far Cry 3, I think it was on the Xbox 360. And boy, there was a pretty saucy sex scene at the end of that. Woo-hoo. I didn't like the game though. But that sex scene. But in Far Cry 6, the Khaki Field Titanium Far Cry 6 Limited Edition will be featured, reference number H70645533. Now, this is a Hamilton Khaki Field watch, but it's 42 millimeters titanium, coming in $11.95 MSRP on Hamilton's website. It's coming with, you know, this, I guess, limited edition box set. I don't think the video game comes with it. But yeah, I guess it's cool. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Games like Far Cry, where they make one like every year and they just keep producing them, having a limited edition watch to go along with it, like you have to be super die hard about this series to want to shell out the extra cash for this Hamilton Khaki Field over just one of the regular releases, right? If they made like a Final Fantasy one, I would be all over that. But Far Cry, I mean, come on, Far Cry? I think it's interesting, right? that an actual watchmaker has crossed over into the digital realm as hard as Hamilton has. You know, when we think of watches and video games, okay, Yokai Watch, it's like a Pokemon ripoff. I played the first one, it was okay. Let's see, the GoldenEye interface, GoldenEye 64, when you pause it and he'd pick up his watch and then that cool music would play. Gato cutting some music here. Dude, you just jam along with that. The second that GoldenEye music plays in the N64, it's just, man, it brings me back to, oh, dude. Nights like those don't exist anymore in the 90s, huh? You know, those 90s nights you'd go to Blockbuster, you'd argue with your siblings about which videos you'd rent, and your parents would be like, now, each of you can pick one, and then you'd try to sneak in a video game in there that you could rent, and then, you know, you might try to throw in some Twizzlers and some microwave popcorn, and then your mom would just be sick of you guys arguing, so she'd just eventually give in and you could get all the junk food you wanted, and then you'd just be sitting in front of the, you know, living room TV arguing about which movie or video game to play. And then your parents would ultimately just feel defeated, go upstairs, and just tell us not to bother them anymore. But as far as an actual watch being released in a video game and then also being released like tangibly to the public, yeah, it's cool. I honestly think it's very cool. Am I interested in this watch specifically? Not particularly. I like the Hamilton Field watch. I wish they gave it a threaded crown so I could, you know, actually feel comfortable getting it wet. But I love Hamiltons. I love their field watches, and I think it's interesting that these guys are truly trying to cross over. I mean, they're not even trying to cross over. They have crossed over effectively into the entertainment industry, and that's all. Congrats. Guys, let's all just give them a round of applause. There you have it, guys. Leave me a comment. What do you think of this? A lot of you guys have written to me on Instagram about this listing that Hamilton teased. And yeah, that's kind of all I got to say about it. So leave me a comment. Again, when I'm filming and Seiko wants to come inside. What is going on? Seiko's my cat, by the way. Show a picture. She's adorable. So, okay, real quick, guys, before I end this episode. I complained about her in the other episode, how she tries to, like, break in when I'm filming. And people were like, why don't you just let her in? Let her in. Well, the reason why is because she's super duper affectionate, which I love, but she's affectionate with everything in the room. So she would immediately bust in, start rubbing against the lights and against the tripod, and then the camera would start shifting, and then it would get all wonky. See, I just did what I complained about Seiko doing. But yeah, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Please subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this little rant, and check out the Time Teller shop. We have a bunch of really cool merch. We have a bunch of really cool spooky season stuff. We have a bunch of really cool watches for you to buy. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next episode. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. And always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.